Oh man, we have been graced by a PV analysis from SinChi. We farming that filler content. Let's get it.
I don't have anything prepared, so here's Bochi losing it. It's milking season.
Let's go.
No. Shh.
Yeah.
It's milking time. After the Soul Loving website
Milk
cucked us
it.
for delaying the staff list by a day.
I think that we should have milked every PV. Thinking in advance, I made the blunder of not farming every PV trailers, only getting on board last week. SinChi should have done the same shit.
We got a preview picture, and staff list, full staff list.
Ooh.
This video is more going in depth about the staff.
I do not see Takeuchi. I see Honda. I think I recognize Honda's name. But I don't see... I recognize Kikuchi. Kikuchi has been glazed quite a bit. I don't see Takeuchi though. Maybe episode 12. Because like next episode, or episode 11, I don't think is that unreal crazy episode, right? The priority episode. I think the episode 12 will be the one where Jinwoo pulls up and, you know, everyone pops off.
List, not too in depth, because for the actual full episode breakdown, review, whatever, maybe I'll talk a bit about the preview video. Okay. While the fight of the year is still a week away from now, we got a pretty strong staff list this episode.
Fight of the year. It's only March. Sakamoto's Day Season 2 is gonna happen. I don't know. I think that like Jinwoo versus the Ant King, yeah, it probably will be contending for Fight of the Year, right? What else is gonna be airing this year that's gonna even come close to that level? One Punch Man Season 3? Hell no. I respect JC's staff, but I don't think they're gonna be able to get on this caliber. And they don't even care that much about One Punch Man either. They care way more about like Danmachi and like Railgun, right? Dandadan Part 2? Is Dandadan Part 2 gonna have a crazy fight? I don't know. There's no way Team S Entertainment is gonna give us a fucking godlike fight on Sakamoto's Day that's gonna compete, you know, with the Sakuga out of our minds in Soul Lovely though. So I guess nothing, man.
Episode, and good news, guys. Chroma Fire said, I'm gonna be really happy soon.
Yeah, meaning Takeuchi's pulling up. Leaked.
So take that as something.
Kaiju 8 is coming up. True.
Is this video trying to hype the episode up? No,
Yeah.
I'm just telling you the staff list.
Okay.
That's really it. The episode's going to be directed and storyboarded by Kento Toya. Toya has previously done episode 5 of season 2.
That was a pretty cool episode, man. This is the episode right before the Tusk, you know, battle, and Kiwon had some amazing moments there, like the SAO-esque, you know, we were talking about how the ordinal scale or like, you know, the SAO team was on it.
With a really strong episode, not just in terms of how good the action is, with a more grounded approach, since it's not a bunch of S ranks or big ass monsters fighting. It's one of the most aesthetically pleasing episodes this season, alongside episode 3, 7, and 9, with shots that really plays around with the background.
The background turds. Every time I see the backgrounds, remember I showed you the stool tier list, guys? This is a dehydrated piece of poop.
Or shots that looks very beautiful, conjunction with the amazing lighting and art direction.
And
the
camera
chief
work.
AD this episode is Tomoko Sudo, the character designer for Soul Leveling, and has the best corrections consistently in the show. Although alongside Sudo, the assistant chief AD is basically all the regulars are here. Hirotaka Tokuda, Chiaki Furuzumi,
So
and
many
the episode
names.
director himself, Kenta Toya. So maybe we'll get to see Furuzumi's corrections on Jinwoo. For the real Chin Monarch. It's obvious why Tokuda is here.
Who's making these? Who is making these memes? Does anyone have a name? This isn't AI art. Someone is making this, but nobody knows like the actual artist.
It's obvious why Tokuda is here, since there's a lot of monsters. He probably will be the forefront of correcting most of the monster drawings to look better, since he's the monster designer. He knows it the best. In a more concerning notice, the animation director credits is...
That's a lot. Usually if there's like a lot of names like this, it's not a good thing.
A lot. There's 18 ADs. From the looks of it, there's also studio names and 4 assistant animation directors. That's not really good, but will it disrupt the quality?
Like, it doesn't mean it's gonna be necessarily bad, but those are symptoms of like, uh-oh, what's going on with the scheduling? Are they rushing?
I don't know. Season 1 episode 12 had the same amount of number of ADs, but still the
But still, the episode popped off, right? So it's not like an absolute fact.
The episode looked amazing, one of the strongest action episodes in the series. It's probably a prioritized episode, but it didn't get the amount of time as, let's say,
Like this scene in the PV of Hayne coming down looked a bit wonky to me.
episode 6, where the AD counts are low, but the episode had some of the most ambitious shit ever from the show, and it had a lot of orcs, but that episode was prioritized not just in terms of talent, but also
Peak.
time. While this one, I'm guessing, had a tighter production time,
Tight.
so they just had to bring in more animation directors to correct a lot of the drawings. Or maybe this one is a sacrificial lamb for the next episode after this one.
Maybe. Hey, but at the very least, we can assume that episode 12 is gonna be fucking crazy.
Week. SinChi, maybe it's about budget. Shut the
Budget doesn't matter. It does matter, but it doesn't matter. He has a literal video about that. Scheduling and talent matters more.
The action AD is Hirokatsu Maruyama. He is one of the action directors for season 2 alongside Kano. He action AD'd episode 1 and 3. His action is different compared to Kano. While
Okay.
Kano leaned more for that snappy
Fast.
timed action,
Zappy.
Maruyama's action is more heavy because the amount of smears and wind effects that he uses, while more importantly, his timing with
I ain't gonna lie, guys. I still can't find the difference between these two. Wait, if you showed me like these clips and told me like, hey, which animation director did these scenes, I could not tell you the difference. Kano's work, Maruyama's work. Listen, I have to sit down and grind for like an entire month and just analyze like the differences, because like I just see shit moving and popping off.
a lot of zoom in and zoom outs with a more
I could
slower
not
pace.
tell.
For the preview video, I mean, it's classic soul leveling fashion. Let's just show the worst cuts or shots in the episode. Like, there's really nothing noteworthy to talk about besides this Choi Fire Dragon.
Yeah, Che looked pretty good with the bold outlining of his art too, yeah.
The effects look sick, and Choi's drawing is very detailed
Bold.
with the thicker outline in a more
Thick.
brighter setting, since Choi's Fire is casting the lighting. And this shot reminds me of 86, although the layering doesn't look the best here. The boards are good, the CG ant and background for this layer is good. It's just that the ant queen here, they just kind
Kind
of
of awkward.
zoom in and zoom out the ant queen PNG. That looks funny
Kind of PNG lock-esque.
in a bad way. Now, for the meat of the video, I'm gonna highlight some of the more standout key animators this episode.
Okay.
Not all of them. Hirokatsu Maruyama, you know this guy, likes wind effects and stretchy
Yes.
smear.
Smearing wind effect heavy guy is Maruyama. Kano is the zappy quick fast guy.
Some people call him Chahane's main animator.
Oh, Maruyama's the one behind this viral ass scene. The GOAT. He is the reason this panel has been used over and over again.
Really good at action, more importantly, very close-up full body animation. Although he is a key animator this episode, he will do more than that since he's the action AD this episode. So some of the action parts might get corrected by him.
Okay.
Tomomi Igarashi has been doing a lot for Soul
Igarashi.
Leveling, can do both action and character acting really well.
First time
Previously
hearing his
did
name.
the Chinwoo crying episode.
Oh,
some of it.
the character acting scene.
My baby monarch, it's crying. Keiichi Honda has previously participated in some trigger shows
Okay.
with this very loose and energetic animation. Did a lot of key animation work
Loose.
in episode 12, although most of it was corrected by Kano, so you can't really see his raw animation
Yeah, I honestly could not tell the difference between this and Kano's work. I'm just looking at it, it just looked like a Kano clip to me.
power that much, so hopefully we get more unfiltered Keiichi Honda. Tomohori Takayama, a specialist at animating Gundam stuff.
Okay.
Most of his sequence in Boru is mecha stuff, although there's one from
Bald?
One Punch Man. Looks like he has been in the industry for a while. His effects, drawing quality, character acting, mostly has all the fundamentals down to a T. Everything he does
Looks
looks
great.
gorgeous from the sheer complexity of the design itself he's drawing. Toru Yoshida, I'm guessing it's this guy? Judging from his track record, jumping to a lot of different
That's a lot of seasonal random bullshit going on.
projects. Another veteran in the industry has been active since 1981. Again, another person who has
64
done a
years
lot
old,
of mecha
damn.
stuff, very complex mecha designs that moves a lot. Although with Yoshida, he has been freelancing in
Fire
again,
Force.
a lot of different projects.
MHA.
Cherokee Tokumaru previously is involved in a lot of Studio Pierrot projects, more
Naruto?
noticeably in Naruto Shippuden and Old Bleach. Very
What the hell is this clip of Kakashi just bullying
Studio
kids?
Pierrot projects, more noticeably in Naruto Shippuden.
Imagine your job is just beating the shit out of kids. Kakashi has the best job.
And Old Bleach, very involved in Old Bleach. Most of his cuts is not just mediocre sequences, it's probably some of the more
priority
memorable
episodes?
sequences
Yeah.
in those shows.
Like the Toby stuff, the Bleach with, you know, Okiura. Like these are all this crazy priority stuff.
His character drawings is amazing. You can see it more in his
Damn.
Bleach cuts, and his effects are great too. And now he has shifted more to A1
SAO.
shows, hence why he's here again. Takayuki Kikuchi, some of you probably know him
Yeah, I think I remember his name being mentioned in one of the SinChi videos before.
from directing and storyboarding, episode 11 and season
Jaeger's
2,
fight.
episode 6. He is the guy. Although for animation, he mostly focused on character acting sequences. His character acting cuts are amazing, very expressive, and his drawing alone is
Oh, Kaguya-sama and Konosuba character acting sequences. Kikuchi, even though he was doing cracked, you know, fight sequences in these episodes.
amazing, very expressive, and his drawing alone is very good. And also he did this effect from episode 11. Looks really great. Atsushi Yonezawa previously did some really good looking cuts in Soul Leveling, like this slow zoom of Jinmu bouncing everywhere with different perspectives, and Tusk going Denken mode for a bit.
Yeah, anime only.
Just kidding. Tetsuya Akutsu, some of his action sequences looks very good and fluid, especially this one with the...
What the hell?
Some of his action sequences looks very good and fluid, especially
They got their priorities straight over here. Immediately the camera angle just starts with the girl's just like skirt up and you can just see her ass.
especially this one with the purple Rory Mercury. I
What
forgot
is
her
this?
name. I think she's like a Lancer class
Oh, this is Fate. Fate Grand Order anime?
servant. He has also storyboarded and directed some
Bald.
Engage Kiss episodes and Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, Episode 21.
Well, that episode was
You know,
cracked.
where Toto went full schizo mode with a lot of the action highlights thanks to mostly the animators, but Akutsu's boards are also very interesting with long rotated 3D background shots that is executed very nicely even in a very horrible production schedule. This episode is hopefully gonna be hype. Hopefully. Of course, there's other leaked images.
I think it's gonna be hype no matter what. I think that a lot of people are gonna get upset still at the end of the episode though, due to the cliffhanger that's gonna happen most likely with the Ant King pulling up and, you know, Jinmu's feet pulling, showing. But the number of names that was mentioned here in the different projects that SinChi highlighted, I think already shows that even if there's a lot of people on board, which is sometimes like a bad thing, like because of scheduling issues, that like this episode is probably gonna be really good.
And leak stuff for future episodes. I'm not gonna show you any because I don't want to get in trouble. Hopefully this video is
Cough, Chromafire.
informative. It's a pretty scuffed video because I have to rush it before
But we're milking, baby, so who cares?
the episode airs. I'm doing this for the views, okay? If you guys like this video,
Like the video. If you didn't like the video, leave a comment and you know what to do. It's Solo Leveling Day. We are milking. The talent on board is amazing. And by the time this episode goes live, you probably have watched the episode, right? I'm sure it's going to be cracked. Please go check out SinChi's video. Give the video a like if you learned something. Subscribe to the channel for more educational videos of production value. See you next time.